What's going on, everyone? NASCAR Joshua 5 here, and I am back with another Automobilista 2 video. First, I'm showing some updated controller settings that I found on YouTube that really work well for me. So I figured I'd show them here today. I don't remember the YouTuber's name that I got the video from, but these are the settings that I use, and they are so much better. And I'm on the PS5 controller in this video. It says Xbox, but I'm using a PS5 DualSense. But anyway, so AMS2 recently just released another update, and with it some new DLC. And I forget that when they release a new DLC that you can try it out for a week before you can buy it. It's like a try before you buy type thing. So I went on AMS2 and I decided to give it a shot and see what it's like. So you get the Endurance Pack Part 3 DLC, and you get the Nurburgring 2025 version. Here I'm showing some of the cars that you get with the Endurance Pack DLC, and that's what I'm showing off here today. So you get some Aston Martin vehicles. You get the Aston Martin GT3 or Aston Martin Vantage GT3 Evo, the Aston Martin Vantage GT4, the Alpine GT4. Let's see, you get the Aston Martin Valkyrie LMH, which is pretty much the star of this pack, I feel like. The Ligier, I don't remember what it's a Ligier that you get. I'll show it here in a second as I'm showing all the cars here now. You just get a few different, I think it's just a few Aston Martins and a Ligier and an Alpine, as you'll see here. Adjust my wire, sorry about that. Anyway, so you get quite a bit of cars here. Here you go, the Ligier JS2-R. I drove this car. I mean, I've never heard of this car before. I'm not sure what series it runs in, but it handles pretty decently, and it does pretty well. I don't know if it's a GT3 car, or I'm not really sure what that car is specifically, but it's a neat little car. It's kind of slow, but it's not too bad. So anyway, we're going to show off some gameplay. These are just 3 of the cars that I wanted to show off here today. They are 3 of my favorite cars. They sound amazing. We're just doing a lap. We're not doing a race or anything like that. So I wanted to show these bad boys off here today, and I will let you all enjoy the sounds, enjoy the gameplay. It's just 1 lap each for 3 of these cars. I didn't show the full lap of the Nurburgring Nordschleife because it's a really long track, and this video would have taken forever. But anyway, so here is the Nurburgring 2025 layout first. I'm just showing the GP track instead. But enjoy the beautiful sounds of this Valkyrie, and I will catch you all in the next video. See you later, everybody. And let me know if you're getting this pack or not in the comments. Catch you later.